of our 2K TV award winners this year, and thank you to everyone who has built such an amazing, competitive, and fun community. We love you all, and we can't wait to do it again next season. We're going to wrap up this season with a shout out to another 2K community winner. It's Deli Everyday, one of the winners of the United Masters soundtrack contest. You're going to hear this track in NBA 2K 21. Enjoy.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and we have David Aldridge on our sideline. And our special guest tonight, welcoming in Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Kevin, man, great to be here. I hate being up in that studio sometimes. I love it down here, man.
We need you courtside.
Oh,
we
man,
need you
it feels
courtside.
so much better being with you guys and the mother, too.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much. What a great comeback story for Derrick Rose. His resilience over the years of injuries has been rewarded. He says everybody struggles. People pretend like they don't. My down days were on TV, so I couldn't hide. The whirlwind I was in, I always stayed calm. I think that's just part of who I am. It's my character. Kevin?
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you.
Kenny, you played alongside some incredible clutch performers. Who would you give the ball to now for a game-deciding three?
Game-deciding three. Steph Curry's number one. Klay Thompson's number two. Ray Allen's retired, so I'll go with Trae Young.
Ooh, what about Dame Lillard?
I'm sorry, Dame Lillard, number three. And then Trae.
Say, wait, so Steph,
Klay,
Lillard, okay.
Game winning three, not off the dribble.
I'm gonna throw a wild card out there.
Who's that?
Kawhi.
No.
Kawhi says, hey, Kevin and I saw him hit one of the biggest threes.
Yeah, that's a wild card, though.
That's a wild card. I mean, hey, he hit a three to get to the finals.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
And he was injured in that game and in those series. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Antetokounmpo is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Ball, and it's Mann in at the two. And looking at the Nets, we've got Hayes. Tobias Harris is out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Maxey. Mann can't hit. And here are the Nets. Here's Maxey. Passes it to Wood. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo against Wood. Over Giannis. Wood can't hit.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Ball. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Even before Lonzo filled into his frame, he had a gift for rebounding, and the stronger he gets, I think the more of those he's going to come up with.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Mann can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hayes, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now, here's Drummond. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Drops, so they now lead by 1. Kenny, of course, you were nicknamed the Jet for a reason. Who do you think is the fastest player right now going end-to-end in the league?
With the ball, right now is De'Aaron Fox. With the ball. Russell Westbrook is probably just...
Ben Simmons isn't too far behind them either.
But he's more speed and power. Yeah. But in talk about...
But
I had a thing one time, and it was they scored. The team scored with 7 minutes and 17 seconds. I scored. It was 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
In two seconds.
And it was only on an outlet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long time.
You got it in stride.
In stride, and in 2 seconds later.
Wow.
So De'Aaron Fox could do that.
That's fast.
Yeah. That's jet lag.
Thus, now here is Harris following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Here's Wood. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Wood's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Hayes. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Denver grabs the miss. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
For Denver, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Good from Ball.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Ball hits them both. Kenny, you've been an NBA analyst for over 2 decades, which is hard for me to believe. You look so young, like you go out there and play right now, but I'm sure this job has changed for you in that time, right?
I think the job has not changed, actually, because when I first got here, I used to watch film every day. And actually,
when you first started as an analyst?
Every day for 1 year.
Did you?
Every day.
And then you found out that what?
I found out, I sat with the executive producer and I figured out what I needed to say, doing why, when, and what. Then I just use that now. I just go back to those meetings then. There's nothing changed for me from that first year, which I knew nothing, to now after I knew something.
Being the award-winning broadcaster you are now.
It's that first year.
Yeah, I would concur with His Majesty. The Jet.
Thank you. I've never been called His Majesty.
I know. Here's Maxey. Denver able to drain the 3. Harris outside to stop the run. Maxey, no good. The Nuggets leading by 9. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
For the players, NBA contracts are guaranteed, but we also see performance incentives. I'm sure that's got to be a motivator, right, with those incentives in that contract.
If that motivates you to play, then something's wrong with you, an incentive.
Because you should love it.
Because the guaranteedness of being there and the wanting to win should motivate you more than anything else.
And honestly, like, most guys, and this sounds crazy, but they don't really know all the language in the contract. They just know it's got a G at the end of it. It's guaranteed. Because, like, you really don't think about that stuff, and you sure as heck don't think about it in the heat of the battle.
Harris's shot is off.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
With the teardrop. Now Ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Shot clock at 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Got that one up quick.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris's shot is off.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now here's Maxey. He's covered by Ball. Maxey passes to Harris. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Nuggets, 3rd best record here in the early going.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they are, in my eyes, one of the big surprises of the young season. I mean, no doubt the talent was there, but I just didn't think it would come together this fast.
Well, you know what? I think it's a testament to how hard they worked in the preseason. I mean, they didn't want to take any chances to have this thing fall apart. They wanted to hit the ground running, and they have.
Down low, here's Antetokounmpo in the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Nets with possession here after the Nuggets pick up 2. Now Now, here's Maxey. Richardson cover. Pass to DeRozan. Beyond the arc. Denver grabs the miss. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the three-pointer, something that's exploded in importance the last half-decade. Kenny, do you feel you would have played differently if you came into the league today?
Without question. Because, Greg, I was probably, if you told me I could get 30 points or 20 assists, I would have said 30 points. I was that type of mentality. I liked scoring because scoring came easier to me. Finding people didn't come as easy. So I would have loved to play in this era where I don't have to think about getting you the ball as much. I would have loved that.
And honestly, the passing lanes are bigger because the court is more space.
Yes,
like so, if you shoot it, like we talk about, your ability to shoot it at a high level makes the game easier.
Yeah.
Because now guys, the pump, you can lift your head, they're jumping out of position. You know, they're guarding the three-point line tighter, so you have more room to operate.
Offensive rebound. The Nuggets leading by 10. And now the Nuggets, fast break. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Maxey. He's coming off a 25-point game against Chicago. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Richardson following the bucket by the Nets. And they double up Giannis. Here's Walker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And the Nuggets making a change here. Kings checked in. So Walker nails both of them.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
And with more players controlling their free agent destiny, we're starting to see a little backlash. Yeah, you think there's a double standard? Teams can trade them, but players are supposed to be loyal.
Well, it's a double standard for sure. But the only one who loses out are the fans in that double standard. The fans have no control over who stays and leaves, but they have to cheer for who comes in. So I feel for the fans, but it is a business.
For Denver, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. First free throw is good.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
And so Walker nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Bridges passes to DeRozan. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Lets it go with the 3.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Richardson right side. Tries from 10. Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass. Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Roby. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Here's Maxey. Rejected by Walker.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Antetokounmpo passes to King. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. Back to Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Richardson. It's tipped. And here's Edwards. Stamey at 12. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Denver. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Denver. And he's good on the second. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Edwards against Richardson. Pocket 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you got to love when Richardson gets the defense to commit and make a mistake there.
The Nuggets have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. That's good from Richardson.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
And Richardson drops them both.
You know, at this point of his career, Richardson knows his role, understands it, embraces it. He's a 3-and-D guy who gives you great effort at both ends of the court.
Now, here's DeRozan. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's Richardson. 3-pointer. And so it's Denver feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus to the game and let my play and my energy and my effort to the target for me.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
DeRozan out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Maxey. And it's Roby in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And this summer, Vince Carter retiring after his 22nd NBA season. That's a record for longevity in the game. And Kenny, he's closer to our age than he is to some of his teammates.
Yeah, that's amazing. A guy could do it at this level so long and really help the team instead of just be on the team. He's an incredible athlete. That dedication and willingness has just rolled over into time.
Never had to be the main guy at this stage of his career, always wanting to supplement, help, tutor, mentor, and he stayed healthy.
Stayed healthy, that's the key.
Now here's King following the miss by Miles Bridges. Richardson against Bridges. Back to Dedmon. Over Maxey. They get it again. Goes back up. Shots good by Dedmon. And the Nuggets lead by 21.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Timeout. Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Denver making a switch here. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Third is Andre Drummond.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris up top. He's covered by Ball. Stolen by Ball. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Mann. Drummond. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Denver.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Kenny, your shot mechanics look polished, even back in college. But some guys take longer to have that thing look smooth and make some sense optically.
Shoot too.
Well, it's repetition more than the visual. So the more I actually shot the ball and my left hand stays on too long, so I had a side spin. It didn't have a natural revolution. So Marcus Smart comes to mind, Lonzo Ball, but the repetition will help you.
Yeah.
And there are some guys that, some of the great shooters don't have great. Ray Allen. Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe shot it with
Larry
a little size.
Larry Bird was different.
But, they perfected it.
And Harris drops them both.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Here's Mann. 37 points in the win against the Clippers.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Pope loose and stolen by Drummond. Here's Mann, covered by Hayes. Pass to Dedmon. Now the pass to Ball. The Nuggets with a new 14.
And you really can't say that it's like they've been lights out here on this run, but they are just getting a lot of second chance opportunities.
Passes it to Edwards. Now here is Harris. Here's Wood. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. The Nuggets on offense. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And Drummond throws it down.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Got a piece of it. Harris with it. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Just 2 to shoot. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
They get it back, and that one's good. Drummond.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Here's Wood. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Harris against Richardson. For the 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's the teardrop. He lays it in. Richardson's got 6.
Well, how about Richardson with the nice touch on the floater? This is not an easy shot, folks, and he did it with confidence there.
Back to Harris. Pass to Wood. Pass to Harris. Over Richardson. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they have the advantage. A big one in second chance points. Those extra possessions really help an offense, and it demoralizes the defense.
Now here's Hayes. No points in the game yet for him. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Here's Mann. Oh, that's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Wood. Dedmon defending. To the inside. Hayes. To the right side. Wood against Ball. Wood kicks to Harris. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He's got 8.
You know, over time, as his game has evolved, Harris has accepted a bigger, expanded role. Knows he has the green light.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are 2 teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
The Nuggets making a switch here. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Andre Drummond.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
To the paint. Wood with the bucket. Wood's got his third bucket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Back to Ball. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's the pass to Man for three. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
The offensive rebound.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Passes it to Wood, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Axie's checked in for the Nets. Pushing it up. Here's Denver. Ball's running. Here's Man. Again, the Nuggets score.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And Brooklyn has possession. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Harris outside. Shot clock at 5. And he lobs it up. Wood can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Axie passes to Harris to end the run. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Tobias Harris there, keeping his composure and concentration, then converting while under pressure. Well done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Roby's checked in, and DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Christian Wood. And here's Denver. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Ball. Giannis right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to DeRozan. Trying his luck from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Walker surveying the floor. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. The 3-ball. Walker's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Guarded by Walker. Walker with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Burnett shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. DeRozan bounce pass. Harris outside. Passes to DeRozan. Tries a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Outside, Walker. 1:37 left now here in the second. Antetokounmpo kicks to Walker. And again, Denver with the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
We'll tell G-Way.
Fellow PG, we got to let him in.
Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together. And Greg, a lot of fun to be joined by Kenny the Jet, huh? As brilliant as he was on the court, he is just as amazing off it.
And, you know, Kenny has this amazing knack for describing what he sees with such clarity. Rare gift, and I'm glad he could share it with us.
It's the Nets now after Steven Adams missed from long range. And that one's good by Roby.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Adams. Had a hand on it. And it's Denver with the rebound. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
That's tipped. And so it's Denver, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been active and effective. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently tonight?
With active hands on the defensive end, it really got us all hyped up. And, you know, it translates to the offensive end as well, too. So, you know, we're looking real good right now. We just got to put it together in the second half, too.
Transition really working well for you in the first half, Andre. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And rejoining us here at the table, hey, he's back, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kudos to you, sir, for your sharp and incisive analysis of the game.
Oh, thank you, Ernie. Thank you. Always a pleasure to break down the game with the great ones.
Trader. Excuse me. Yeah, glad you had fun over there. Trader.
I'm back,
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got ball. Andre Drummond is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's man in at the shooting guard position. There's the lob, Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here is Harris. And here's Maxey. Pass to Hayes from deep. They get it back. Harris, good. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
The dish now to Harris. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here is Harris. He's got 17. Here's Maxey. From down in the low post, it goes. Maxey's got his second bucket.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Ball kicks to Drummond. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 16 points for Drummond.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Wood. He's got 6. Harris looking it over. Yep, that one goes in there. Harris has got 19 points. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Harris. And a switcher also for Denver. Josh Richardson's checked in for Ball. Here's Mann. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Bridges passes to Maxey. The Nets working the ball around now. 4 on the shot clock. With a floater. They get a hand on it. Here's Hayes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Nets have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Hayes. The Nets making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. Now, here's Maxey. Bridges passes to Edwards. Drops one in from the wing. Denver's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Richardson outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Richardson. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Denver.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dedmon's checked in.
One shot.
It's the Nets now. Pass to Hayes. Count it. Good. Hayes has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Here's Mann. 15 points in the game. Floats it up for Giannis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Richardson.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Kings checked in for Denver. And Richardson drops them both. And here's Maxey. He dishes it to Bridges. The pass to Wood. Back to Bridges. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Number 5, the Nuggets.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Here's Man. 15 points in the game. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Bridges finds DeRozan. Now here's Maxey. Back to DeRozan. Looking to end his cold spell. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. DeRozan's got his second bucket tonight. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now here's DeRozan. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position, can switch directions on the go, is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that free throw good from DeRozan.
Boy, DeRozan is a treat to watch. This guy is athletic, and he throws down some monster dunks. This dude is sick at the rim.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Walker's checked in. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Adams, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Free throw good. Wood. Craig, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Now here's DeRozan following the miss by Giannis. No dice from 9 feet out.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
That one goes in. Adams has got 6.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
DeRozan against Antetokounmpo. DeRozan, that's good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Richardson. He's got 10. Giannis drives in. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 28.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
DeRozan passes to Wood. Here's Maxey. Wide open. And that one goes long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Richardson, good.
Richardson, he's a physical guard now. This guy's got good strength, and he powers through physical contact and capitalizes there.
Wood passes to Maxey. Here's the floater. That one misses. And Denver the other way now. Goes up at the stripe. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Maxey. And the shot goes down. He has 6.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Richardson the pass to Giannis. Launches it. Richardson, no luck.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Edwards dishes to Bridges. To the middle. It's stolen by Adams. Now Walker. 9 points in the game so far. King outside. Richardson outside. Denver needs to get off a shot. And it's Giannis missing. Nets shooting a meager 37% for the game. Bridges finds DeRozan. Inside. Wood in the post. Richardson cover. Bridges misses. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. The Nuggets with another miss. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Nets.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Now, here's Richardson. 12 points for him. Here's King. And a miss there on the triple. The Nets on offense. And DeRozan kicks to Bridges. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Edwards. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. They could use a bucket. It's deflected. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. Poked away. King with the steal. Right wing. The tray. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 4 assists in the game.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And many have criticized DeRozan in the past for not being as aggressive with the three-point shot. But I think that's only because he's a guy at that wing position that's kind of a throwback, an old school player, if you will.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Greg. I mean, he wanted to shoot the three because people were trying to encourage him to do so, but his strength is his mid-range game, and it is old school. It's a bit back to the future, but it's reliable and it's effective for him.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. That one is no good.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And this is who Drummond can be, an offensive anchor who can dominate once he gets cooking.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Roby. Here's Harris. Count it. Harris has got 8 here in the quarter.
And you look at Harris, he's really improved as a scorer. He's become a go-to option due to how efficient he is putting the ball in the basket.
Ball stolen. One-on-one here. Lays it up off the glass. 8 points for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Denver Nuggets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's been said that history is written by the victors. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those. But measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. And for Denver, we've got JaMychal Green. He's out there with Steven Adams. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. And for Brooklyn, it doesn't go for him. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Fires the 3, nailed from three-point land.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Back to Green, and Green slams it in.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now, here's Rubio. He's covered by Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Brown. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Nets. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Kings checked in for Lonnie Walker.
1 shot.
And Rose, no good on that one. We hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
And the Nets making a change here. Makers checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Now, here.
Oh! Big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Maker. He doesn't hit that one. Great tee that time from Green. The Nuggets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Rubio kicks to Rose. That shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Maker with the ball, working on Rose, and it's in there. Maker's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Rose. And Clark, because of COVID, the timeline for this season has been altered. Are you ready for more summer basketball?
Man, I tell you what, Kevin, I'm not sure. I've always been a proponent of the season being shorter at the NBA level. I know it's impossible. The toothpaste is out of the tube in terms of obligations on the media front. But I think the league would be better served starting a little bit later, ending sooner. If summer basketball has to happen at the NBA level, I would hope it's the last time we have to do deep summer basketball. I think it's more of a winter sport that trickles into the late spring versus being a summer game at the pro level.
Maker, no one around him. No good on the quick three. Nuggets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Puts it up from 12, and it's blocked by Brown. And here comes the break. dunk by Maker.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Here's Rose. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Denver shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's King. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
Bogdanovich left side. Down low. Edmonds there. Pass to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Bogdanovich has got 7 points for the quarter.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Now, here's Rubio. And it's Rose penetrating. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
You know, once he starts going downhill, Rose is impossible to stop. He doesn't settle for simple layups. He's throwing that thing down.
Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Brown. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Rose with the ball. He can't hit that time. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Dedmon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Shoots from the right block. King, that's good. Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Brown outside. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Dedmon trying to break free. Bogdanovich, no luck. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Offensive rebound, outside, Green. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Now, here's Rubio. Good.
Yeah, and the key to that, Kevin, Rubio keeping his head up while he's attacking. Takes this one himself.
And the net shooting about 45% from the 4 in the fourth. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Here's Brown. Misses the layup. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Lobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
King against Bogdanovich. Here's Brown. Dedmon with the block. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Maxey's checked in. Bogdanovich against King. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Rubio outside. The pass to Dedmon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Dedmon. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Maxey. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Basket counts.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Denver.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
That free throw good from Maker. And so he hits both. Now here's King. looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Brown outside. Passes to Maker. Over Rose. And the basket by Maker.
And don't be surprised if we see a lot more of that to come. I mean, when he gets going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Rubio looking around. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Giannis, you dominated the game offensively. What were you seeing out there?
You know, I just want to thank my teammates that they put me in spot to help me be successful. And we just played hard. I'm happy that we got the win.
Hey, thanks for your time, man. Go be with your teammates. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.